And this is what we've been working for the past year. The final episode. This. All of our streams, all of our builds, everything just comes together in this final episode. And today, we're not focusing on just one spot. We're focusing on the entirety of the route, as we're going to be finishing some major points. And doing some other stuff off camera, doing some other stuff on streams. But this is the final build. Welcome back to the Conway. This episode is brought to you by the Back Shops. Without them and their support with all of the content that they have allowed us to use, then we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do with the route. And so a big thank you to all of them over there. And our Patreons. Without them and their support for the channel, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do and provide you the entertainment that we do. So thank you to Craig Bishop, Jesse's, CJ, and Flame Rails. Hello everyone, and welcome to the episode 14, the last episode. And like I said in the intro, we're not just focusing on just one area. We're doing little odds and end things for the entirety of the route. And this is why this episode is kind of longer. And I suggest waiting throughout the entire of the episode. You can skip me talking if you want to. If you don't want to see these points, then that's fine. But I do want everyone to see the cinematics. The cinematics in this case are special. For they don't only just showcase the Conway, or the city of Conway anyway. I try to put my focus on all the key points of the route, but I still didn't even get everything. And it's going to seem like that the release that it's releasing. Don't worry, it's not releasing yet. It's going into beta starting Friday. But you guys will know when it's released. Believe me, I will be yelling at everyone, and I'll be having a big old release video and fun stuff like that. So there's still one more episode. You got episode 15, which is the release episode. It's just the cinematics in this case, I wanted to basically showcase the entirety of the route in a small but fun little fashion, I guess. In this episode, basically, we're just working on straightening some things up and building some things up from, like, making them look more natural. Because that's the whole point, is to make things look natural. Well, in my case, to try to make them look natural as you can anyway in Trainz. But I still think everything came out pretty good for what it's worth. I go into super detail mode for some reason and over detail the entirety that is at Walmart. As you're about to see, I'm using a lot of these mulch plants that Chance told me about. If you guys don't know Chance is from the Back Shops. He creates the steam locomotives on their website, and I do recommend going and see him. He's working on some stuff that he's about to release that he's been working on for over a year, so hopefully everything's going well with that. But other than that, Chance gave me this idea to use this as a as something to separate parking lots and something to like add a little bit more realism to parking lots, and I used it in a stream and then fell in love with it. And so I've been using the absolute crap out of them. And the traffic light thing, I found out how to make real traffic lights, or not real, found out how to work ATLS traffic lights correctly, and so you guys know how I've been doing that. I've been basically making every traffic light in the game work as an ATLS traffic light, so yeah, that's always been fun. Only, just, I don't know, you get aggravated at it sometimes, but at the same time, like, I do enjoy how everything looks. It kind of brings out a little bit more immersion to it, I guess. And Trainz is hard to put into immersion, but at the same time, if you, like, if you really get into the builds, or get into whatever place that you're running, whatever place that you're driving, whether it be coal country or the Conway or DBEV or anything really, whether you get into it or not, it basically goes on about how you perceive things and on how you play the game. Do you play it to, like, just, you know, as a hobby, or do you play it just because you like playing it? And I know both of them actually, both of those kind of contradicted each other, but I know what I was saying. Just, you guys get it. If you guys really enjoy the immersions and stuff like that, you enjoy how things look, you enjoy how things feel, then that's why guys like me do the things that we do, is to like try to bring more of the immersion to the game that we all enjoy. And that's the whole purpose anyway, especially for me anyways. I wanted this whole area here that we're working on, and like this is like right on the outskirts, or not even the outskirts, you're right in downtown Conway. And I wanted all this to feel like it's a distributing plant. I need to put some cars in the parking lot, but at the same time, it used to at one time connect to the railroad tracks. It no longer does. So that's what that was the whole thing there. And the other buildings around it usually either went with it, or there were other businesses at one time. And then here we are just fixing up some houses. Like I said, this is supposed to be like a filler type thing. Like, this is basically, we're just going through and putting things where they need to be put. Finishing things where they need to be finished, and just situating some things and making things pop out a little bit more, and making things come to life a little bit more. Like, I wanted this area here to, you know, kind of pop a little bit more. But I hate working on things on a hill, and this whole thing is a hillside. So I try my best to basically just make everything kind of look, you know, realistic and come to life a little bit. Now, you're not going to see major skyscrapers on a hill, but what you are going to see in small little towns, like if you look up, I don't know, like Martin, Kentucky, or Hazard, Kentucky, or different places like that, if you look up just pictures of them, then you see all the town buildings and stuff like that. Just everything's just all nestled up on the mountains and on the hillsides, and that's what I was trying to give away in that portion there. And then here we go, just going back to the traffic lights. Like I said, this episode is all over the place, and I'm sorry if you guys don't enjoy it like that. It's just basically, I'm just trying to, you know, finish what needs to be finished. And there's some other small things that we are going to finish together on stream. And I'm going to be streaming the Conway this Sunday, and we are going to be doing some of the things that's just finishing it out as it goes into beta. The main portions of the route is going into beta. Everything else is done. The only things that are not done is just the finishing up the ends of the main lines, and I want to do that with you guys on stream. And so that's what we're going to be doing this Sunday, starting roughly around either 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. You guys will know by Saturday evening, because I will post something on the channel by when it's going up. And I would like everyone to be there for the last few episodes of or the last few streams anyway of the Conway. We're going to be filming. We're also going to be doing one more stream after that of the Conway, and that will be us making sessions. I plan on making 3 sessions. One session that you're working on the Conway itself, like you're working for as transfers from CSX. And you're going to be working. Actually, just 2 sessions. My bad. You're doing the whole transfer thing from CSX, and then you're doing all of the stuff that the Conway actually serves, including its own company buildings. And then the other session that I have planned is the Norfolk Southern side of things. We would also do the Norfolk Southern local, and then also do the Norfolk Southern coal drag to the coal mine over in the Delgado coal mine. So pretty much I have everything planned. as far as that goes. Final release date, I have no idea. It's all depending on what all we find in the beta, and when we get the last two things done in the streams. Like I said, you guys will be there with us for that. And the final release date, I'm going for next month. It's going to be in November, because I'm wanting to do a whole 30-day, beta testing for the route. That way we can find all the kinks, if there's any, and fix them, and then get the route out to you guys. And like I said this before, and I'll say it again: the route is free. It's free for all of you, because it symbolizes just what WIT is. It symbolizes what we have come from and what we do. It symbolizes what I do for a living, and my life, and everything of that. It symbolizes what WIT is, and it's basically for my first full-on production route. The Riverton doesn't count, nor does the Saginaw Sub, because the Saginaw Sub was just a revamp. For my first full production route, I wanted it to be free for every one of you guys, and that way you guys can see what WIT is made of, and what we try to come up with for the future of the channel. Like, I've been doing this stuff off and on for the past 10 years, and I know, like, it's just now coming to a point to where, okay, I quite frankly enjoy building the routes and stuff for you guys, and I quite frankly enjoy doing it myself. I mean, either way, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd be doing it just for myself, because I enjoy it. It's a hobby that I'm glad that I got into. Yes, it has its ups and downs, believe me. Like, moving that building back and forth just to move a bunch of cars was aggravating. I do not recommend doing parking lots, but because I do a crap ton of them in the Conway. Like I said, I've done some too much detailing for this Walmart parking lot, because you can't even see it from the tracks. And now we're getting into the final phases of the build. I wanted to, I've yet to do them, up until this point anyway. I needed to make all the industries work. And so, that's what we're going to be doing for the final bits. If you guys didn't know how to work the JR multi-industries and stuff like that, then this is basically how. You can slow the video down, but I'd probably sound weird. But if you guys want me to do like a full-on tutorial video on how to put one together, then we can. Like, do the more you know thing, because I haven't done one of those in a good bit. But there's the ALCO mine ready to go, and then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna fix these two up here at the Cooperage Company. And one side's gonna take in barrels, which I put in the wrong barrel at first, and I didn't realize that till I was putting in the next one. But and then we're going to be putting in the staves. And like I said, if you guys want me to do a whole thing, just leave a comment down below. Other than that, I thank you guys for joining me throughout this wild ride that has been the construction of the Conway Staves and Cooperage Company. Like, it's not just me, it's not just what I do for a living. It's like, honestly, it's you guys too, because you guys basically gave me the inspiration to, for one, come back to YouTube. I was thinking about just not coming back and just doing the project myself, but I came back to YouTube because of you guys requesting that I came back. And, like, I never said that I was going to be fully going away, but I needed that break because I just burnt myself out. And I don't plan on ever doing that again. So this is why, like, in between the Conway and the next project, Trainz videos are going to be scarce for maybe a good month and a half. I want to say up until the 1st of January is when the next build will start. Up until then, I want to do other things like showing off other people's routes, playing some other games like Transport Fever, because Transport Fever 2 is coming out here soon. I would like to get into that. Maybe like you know, just as a fun little build, fun little thing to do together. And also I wanted to like I said, show off other people's content, other people's routes. I need to do this whole stream. I want to do this whole stream, and you guys will hear it or see it for too long. And we're going to do this whole stream where it's not going to be nothing but the coal country for TRS 2019. And we're coming up to the start of the cinematics, and the only reason why I call it the start because basically it was a test to make sure I did this correctly. And so the cinematics is going to begin here shortly, and just watch. I did actually do this correctly. They do actually start loading limestone, but you have to start from the front and from the front of the train, so you know it all just backs up. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm not going to do the whole end spit on this video. I'm just going to let it end with the cinematics. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And just, guys, we'll see you all on Sunday, alright? As always, my friends, I will see you on down the line. Bye-bye.